We have a very normal sisterly relationship. We're very close, and we support each other and get each other's opinions and things.
What could be more trustworthy than the extremely honest revelations from Kate Middleton's sister, Pippa, about the true relationship between the two sisters? Pippa, a figure known for her reticence and rare public appearances, has chosen this moment of unparalleled gravity to confront the swirling rumors of discord between herself and her sister, the future Queen of England who battles a grave illness. This unprecedented move stands as one of the most startling acts in their shared history. Let us delve into the revelations shared by Kate Middleton's sister. This is perhaps the most anticipated explanation in recent years about the real relationship between Catherine and her younger sister, Pippa. We all know that sibling rivalry, even among royals, is not an unfamiliar concept, and the relationship between Catherine and her younger sister, Pippa Middleton, has not been exempt from it. However, their story is marked by a unique blend of competition and collaboration, especially in their younger years. Growing up, Catherine and Pippa shared a close bond, one that was shaped by their shared interests and mutual support rather than direct competition. This dynamic was particularly evident in their sporting activities. According to Denise Alford, who coached the sisters during their school years, the two were inseparable on the sports field. Alford, as detailed in Katie Nichols' 2013 biography, Kate, the Future Queen, described how Catherine and Pippa's competitive nature was channeled not against each other, but in unison against their opponents. They had such drive and were very competitive, particularly Pippa, but never against each other. They were very much a team, Alford recalled. This teamwork extended beyond sports. Catherine and Pippa were raised in a close-knit family environment that encouraged collaboration and mutual support. Their parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, emphasized the importance of family unity, instilling in their daughters the value of working together to achieve common goals. This upbringing likely contributed to the strong bond between the sisters, which has been a defining feature of their relationship throughout their lives. However, as they grew older and their lives took different paths, the nature of their relationship inevitably evolved. While they remained close, the spotlight that Catherine stepped into when she began dating Prince William and eventually became the Duchess of Cambridge introduced new dynamics. Catherine's new role brought with it a level of public scrutiny that neither sister had previously experienced. Suddenly, every aspect of their lives, including their relationship, was under the media's magnifying glass. The media, always eager for a compelling narrative, began to frame the sisters' relationship in terms of rivalry. Pippa's appearance at Catherine's wedding to Prince William in 2011, where she famously donned a figure-hugging white dress, sparked a media frenzy. The public's fascination with Pippa's looks and charm led to her being dubbed her royal hotness, and for a time she became almost as famous as her sister. This sudden surge in attention inevitably led to comparisons between the two sisters, with some tabloids speculating about potential jealousy or rivalry. Despite these speculations, those close to the sisters have consistently downplayed any notion of serious rivalry. According to sources, while Pippa was initially surprised by the overwhelming attention she received, she remained supportive of her sister. The sisters continued to maintain a close relationship, with Pippa standing by Catherine's side as she navigated the challenges of royal life. Friends of the family have often noted that while the sisters are different in many ways, they have always been each other's confidants and strongest allies. Pippa's subsequent forays into the public eye, including her career as an author and columnist, were often viewed through the lens of her relationship with Catherine. However, rather than compete with her sister, Pippa carved out her own niche, focusing on areas that reflected her interests and personality. Her book on party planning, her work in philanthropy, and her lifestyle columns were all extensions of her personal passions, rather than attempts to rival her sister's royal duties. In interviews, Pippa has spoken warmly of her sister, and the two are often seen together at family events, reinforcing the image of a close-knit sibling relationship. While the media may have been eager to cast their relationship as one of rivalry, the reality appears to be far more nuanced. Their bond, forged in childhood and strengthened by the unique challenges of their lives, seems to have withstood the pressures of fame and public scrutiny. Today, Catherine and Pippa's relationship continues to be one of mutual support. They have both taken on significant roles within their respective spheres, Catherine as a future queen and Pippa as a public figure in her own right. Their relationship, though undoubtedly complex, is a testament to the strength of their bond and the values instilled in them from a young age. In addition, Pippa's presence at Catherine's wedding of the century also caused great controversy. The wedding of William and Catherine on April 29, 2011, was an event of unprecedented global attention. It wasn't just a wedding. It was a spectacle that captivated millions across the world. In the United Kingdom alone, over 24 million people tuned in to watch the ceremony, a figure that speaks volumes about the public's fascination with the British royal family. However, as the ceremony unfolded in the grandeur of Westminster Abbey, an unexpected moment stole the spotlight, and it wasn't from the bride or groom. Instead, it was Catherine's sister, Pippa Middleton, whose appearance would become one of the most talked-about aspects of the entire day. Pippa Middleton, the unassuming bridesmaid, was given the honor of carrying Catherine's train, a task steeped in tradition and significance. She was dressed in a form-fitting ivory gown, a design by the acclaimed fashion house Alexander McQueen. The gown was meant to complement Catherine's breathtaking wedding dress, also designed by McQueen's creative director, Sarah Burton, and to subtly blend into the overall aesthetic of the day. But what was intended to be a demure, supportive role quickly transformed into an unexpected media frenzy. As Pippa walked down the aisle, holding the delicate lace train of her sister's gown, her dress hugged her figure in a way that immediately caught the attention of millions of viewers and photographers alike. The reaction was swift and intense. Within minutes, Pippa's backside had become a viral sensation, and the media's focus began to shift. The young woman, who had stepped into the spotlight only to support her sister, was suddenly the center of a global discussion. The press could not get enough of Pippa's figure, and tabloids around the world churned out countless articles and images, often accompanied by pun-laden headlines that capitalized on the moment. What should have been a day focused on Catherine's entrance into the royal family was now, at least partially, overshadowed by the unexpected attention given to her sister. In a 2014 interview with Today, Pippa reflected on the experience, admitting that the attention her dress received was entirely unforeseen. "I think the plan was not really for it to be a significant dress, really just to sort of blend in with Kate's train," she explained. But the dress had done anything but blend in. Instead, it had thrust Pippa into a level of fame she had neither sought nor anticipated. The unintended consequences of Pippa's moment in the spotlight reportedly caused some friction within the royal family. According to insiders, Catherine was not pleased with how her sister's appearance had overshadowed parts of the ceremony. As one source suggested, the attention on Pippa was seen as over-the-top behavior, something the royals are traditionally keen to avoid. This reaction is understandable. The royal family is an institution steeped in tradition and decorum, and anything that detracts from these elements is typically frowned upon. While Catherine herself never publicly addressed the situation, it's easy to imagine that the relentless media coverage of Pippa's appearance could have been a source of tension. The royal wedding was meant to celebrate the union of Catherine and William, yet a significant portion of the media coverage was diverted to Pippa, a situation that could understandably have caused discomfort for the bride. The aftermath of the wedding saw Pippa's fame skyrocket. She was suddenly thrust into the public eye, becoming a media darling almost overnight. Her newfound prominence led to book deals, interviews, and constant tabloid scrutiny. But this sudden surge in attention was not without its challenges. Pippa, who had always been close to her sister, now had to navigate the complexities of fame, a situation complicated by the fact that much of her fame was linked to an event that was supposed to be Catherine's day. In the years that followed, Pippa worked to carve out her own identity separate from her sister's royal status. She became known for her work in event planning and charity, yet the memory of her appearance at the royal wedding continued to linger in the public consciousness. Despite her efforts to move past the incident, Pippa's dress remains a topic of discussion, a reminder of how one moment can dramatically alter public perception. Many observers assert that even though Catherine became a royal, she was always jealous of her sister's simple life. Is this correct? Being a member of the British royal family is often perceived as a life of endless privilege and luxury, but the reality is far more complex. Behind the palatial walls and public adoration lies a world governed by strict protocols and an array of rules that govern nearly every aspect of life. For Catherine, these regulations are not just guidelines, but are integral to her role as the future Queen of England. From adhering to a dress code that ensures modesty and elegance at all times, to the more peculiar rule of not being allowed to sign autographs in public, a measure designed to prevent forgery, Catherine's life is under constant scrutiny. One of the most significant rules that Catherine had to navigate was the necessity of obtaining the Queen's permission to marry Prince William. This requirement is a throwback to the Royal Marriages Act of 1772, which mandates that descendants of King George II must seek the sovereign's consent before tying the knot. This tradition underscores the weight of royal duties and the expectation that every personal decision must align with the interests of the monarchy. Catherine's life is marked by a delicate balance between public duty and private life, and the pressures are immense. As the wife of the heir to the British throne, she is one of the most observed women in the world. Every appearance, every outfit, and every gesture is analyzed by the media and the public. The expectations placed on her are staggering, and with those expectations come responsibilities that few can fully comprehend. From attending state banquets and diplomatic receptions to engaging in charity work and raising her 3 children in the public eye, Catherine's daily life is a blend of privilege and duty. In contrast, Pippa Middleton, Catherine's younger sister, leads a life that, while glamorous, is far less encumbered by the stringent rules that govern royal existence. Pippa enjoys the benefits of being closely connected to the royal family without being bound by the same obligations. She has the freedom to live as she pleases, making choices without the constant need for royal approval. This difference in lifestyle between the sisters has, according to some reports, been a source of tension. One particular source, cited by Life and Style, suggests that the disparity in their lives might be difficult for Catherine to accept at times. Pippa's life as a socialite is filled with glamour, yet it lacks the restrictive protocols that Catherine must adhere to daily. Pippa has the glamorous life of a socialite without any of the restrictions and duties Kate faces every day, the insider shared. This statement highlights a possible point of friction between the sisters. While Catherine must carefully navigate the responsibilities of her role, Pippa enjoys a life of greater freedom, a reality that could understandably cause feelings of envy or frustration. Adding to this potential tension is the significant difference in their respective family finances. Pippa's husband, James Matthews, is a successful businessman with an estimated net worth close to $2 billion, according to L'Officiel Baltic. This wealth affords Pippa a level of luxury and freedom that surpasses even that of Prince William, whose net worth is estimated at around $100 million, as reported by Celebrity Net Worth. The Matthews family's immense wealth contrasts sharply with the more modest, though still substantial, financial situation of the royal couple. This financial disparity might also contribute to the dynamic between the sisters. While Catherine is undoubtedly well provided for, her wealth is intricately tied to her role within the royal family, with much of it coming from the Duchy of Cornwall and other royal estates. Pippa, on the other hand, has access to her husband's private fortune, which allows her a level of financial independence that Catherine may not possess. This difference could add another layer to the complex relationship between the two sisters. Despite these speculations, it's important to recognize that the bond between Catherine and Pippa is deeply rooted in their shared experiences and family ties. They grew up together, navigated their early adult years side by side, and continued to support each other in their respective roles. However, the public and the media often speculate on the nature of their relationship, especially given the stark differences in their lives. In 2017, the British royal family found itself at the center of global attention as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, announced their engagement in November. The news was met with a mixture of excitement and intense scrutiny, with much of the world eager to learn more about Markle's background, her acting career, and her transition into royal life. However, while the public and media were preoccupied with the couple's burgeoning romance, behind the scenes, there were whispers of concern from another corner of the royal family, Pippa Middleton, the younger sister of Catherine. Pippa, who had always enjoyed a close relationship with her sister, was reportedly worried about how Markle's entrance into the royal fold might alter the dynamics within the family. According to an insider who spoke to In Touch Weekly, Pippa felt uneasy about the changes Markle's presence could bring, particularly in her relationship with Catherine. The source revealed that following the engagement, the dynamics have changed, and Pippa felt shoved out. This statement alluded to a potential shift in the family dynamic, with Pippa fearing that her once close-knit bond with Catherine might be threatened by the new alliance forming between Catherine and Meghan. The concern was not entirely unfounded. The arrival of a new member in any family can lead to adjustments, and in the case of the British royal family, those adjustments are often magnified by the intense media scrutiny that accompanies them. Markle's high-profile engagement to Prince Harry meant that she was not only becoming part of the royal family, but was also poised to take on a significant public role. This new reality raised questions about how the relationships within the family would evolve, particularly for Pippa, who had always been somewhat of a media darling herself, especially after her own high-profile wedding to James Matthews earlier that year. Despite these concerns, Catherine reportedly made it clear to her sister that it was important to embrace Markle's arrival into the family. According to the same source, Catherine told Pippa that it was her duty to make Meghan feel welcomed via Life and Style. This statement highlights Catherine's understanding of her role within the royal family, not just as a sister, but as a future queen, who must prioritize unity and inclusion within the family. However, the public's perception of the relationship between Catherine, Pippa, and Markle was further complicated by Markle's absence from Pippa's wedding in 2018 May 2017. The wedding, which was one of the most talked-about social events of the year, saw the attendance of numerous high-profile guests, including Prince Harry. Yet, Markle was notably absent from the ceremony itself. According to a report by The Telegraph, Markle was initially only invited to the wedding ceremony as a gesture to keep the peace. This decision was reportedly made to avoid overshadowing Pippa's big day, as Markle's presence was expected to draw significant media attention. The decision for Markle to sit out the ceremony was likely a delicate balancing act. On one hand, it was important to maintain harmony within the family, especially given the already heightened media interest in Markle's relationship with Prince Harry. On the other hand, it was crucial to respect Pippa's wishes and ensure that her wedding day remained focused on her and James Matthews. In the book Finding Freedom, authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand offer further insight into Markle's decision to skip the ceremony. According to the book, Markle chose not to attend the ceremony to nip the expected media frenzy in the bud. Instead, she opted to join the private celebration later on, allowing Pippa and James to enjoy their moment in the spotlight without the added distraction of the press fixating on her presence. The decision for Markle to attend only the reception rather than the ceremony underscores the careful consideration that went into maintaining family relationships while also navigating the complexities of public perception. It also reflects Markle's awareness of the intense media focus on her and her willingness to take a step back to allow Pippa her moment. While the absence of any confirmed drama between Catherine, Pippa, and Markle from official sources suggests that much of the speculation may have been exaggerated by the media, it does highlight the challenges faced by individuals within the royal family. The constant pressure to maintain a perfect public image while managing personal relationships can create tension, particularly when new members join the fold. The relationship between Catherine and her younger sister has always been under the microscope, with the media often speculating about possible tensions between the two. As of 2024, this scrutiny has only intensified, especially in light of Catherine's heartbreaking cancer diagnosis. While Catherine has understandably withdrawn from the public eye to focus on her health and family, Pippa has continued to live her life more publicly, leading to rumors that the once close sisters might be experiencing strain in their relationship. According to sources, one of the points of contention may stem from Pippa's recent vacation to Eden Rock in St. Bart's, where she was spotted in February 2024 enjoying time with her husband and their 3 children. The trip, which occurred during a particularly difficult time for Catherine, caught the attention of many, not just for its timing, but for Pippa's notably athletic and toned physique. The media has long been fascinated by Pippa's fitness, dating back to when she made headlines for her remarkably sculpted appearance just 12 weeks after giving birth to her first child in 2018. However, her latest display of physical fitness has reportedly stirred up mixed feelings within the royal family, particularly with Catherine. An insider, quoted by Life and Style, suggested that Catherine might be feeling annoyed by what she perceives as Pippa showing off her figure. The anonymous source claimed, "It's annoying for Kate to see Pippa showing off her figure like that." This frustration is said to be exacerbated by the difficult period Catherine is enduring due to her illness, making the contrast between her own private struggles and Pippa's public displays of fitness and leisure even more stark. The roots of this tension, as the insider suggests, might go back much further, to the 2011 royal wedding of Catherine and Prince William. At that time, Pippa's appearance as the maid of honor caused a media frenzy, with much of the attention focused on her figure, particularly in the form-fitting Alexander McQueen dress she wore. The press coverage of Pippa's silhouette on that day was so overwhelming that it almost overshadowed the bride herself, leading to years of ongoing comparisons between the sisters. The insider remarked, "Her sister practically stole the spotlight on her wedding day," a sentiment that seems to have lingered in the minds of many, including, reportedly, Catherine. The 2011 wedding was a pivotal moment for both sisters. For Catherine, it was the beginning of her life as a royal, thrusting her into the global spotlight in a way that would come to define her every move. For Pippa, it was the moment she inadvertently became a public figure in her own right, with the world becoming as interested in her life as they were in her sister's. The attention Pippa received was not always welcome, and it reportedly created a sense of unease between the sisters, who had until then shared a close bond. As the years have passed, the media's fascination with Pippa's fitness and lifestyle has continued. Her commitment to maintaining her physique, particularly after childbirth, has been widely praised and often highlighted in the press. However, for Catherine, who has had to navigate the immense pressures of royal life, these public displays might feel like an unwelcome reminder of the scrutiny she faces daily. While Pippa enjoys the freedom to retreat to luxurious vacations and focus on her fitness, Catherine's role as the future queen comes with responsibilities and limitations that Pippa doesn't have to contend with. In 2024, with Catherine's health challenges bringing added stress and emotional weight, these differences between the sisters' lives may feel more pronounced than ever. The contrast between Pippa's seemingly carefree existence and Catherine's very public struggle with her illness could understandably lead to feelings of resentment or frustration, even if those emotions are never openly expressed. Moreover, the speculation around Pippa's vacation and her public appearance in a bikini has reignited old concerns about how the media portrays the Middleton sisters. For Catherine, whose every move is scrutinized and judged, Pippa's ability to live her life with fewer restrictions might feel like a painful reminder of the sacrifices she has made as part of the royal family. The insider's comments suggest that this latest incident is not just about Pippa's physical appearance, but rather about the broader context of their lives and the different paths they have taken. When someone falls under the media's radar, their every move is inexplicably exaggerated. One such instance occurred in 2015 when Princess Catherine began experimenting with a noticeably edgier fashion style. This shift in her wardrobe did not go unnoticed, especially by those familiar with her sister Pippa's sartorial choices. Pippa, known for her stylish and sometimes daring fashion sense, has long been an influential figure in the fashion world, often praised for her chic, modern, and occasionally provocative outfits. It wasn't long before observers started drawing comparisons between the two sisters, suggesting that Catherine might be taking style cues from her younger sibling. A notable example of this supposed style influence was Catherine's appearance at the Royal Albert Hall for the Festival of Remembrance in 2015. On this occasion, she wore a black dress with delicate lace scalloping, a design choice that many felt was more in line with Pippa's fashion sense than her own traditionally conservative and elegant style. The dress, with its subtle yet striking details, was a departure from the more classic, understated ensembles that the public had come to associate with the future queen. The outfit's edginess, combined with its modern silhouette, led to speculation that Catherine was deliberately adopting a style reminiscent of Pippa's. This shift sparked a wave of commentary from fashion critics and royal watchers alike. Some suggested that Catherine was attempting to emulate her sister's it girl appeal, while others believed she was simply exploring a new phase in her fashion journey. The Observer, a prominent British newspaper, weighed in on the matter, noting that while Catherine's experimentation with more provocative fashion was a departure from her usual look, it was still quintessentially Kate. The newspaper argued that no matter how much she experimented with her style, Catherine's regal charm would always set her apart from the more contemporary and edgy fashion choices favored by Pippa. This episode of style experimentation was not just about clothing, it reflected the broader dynamics between the two sisters. While Catherine's role as a member of the royal family requires her to maintain a certain level of decorum and adherence to tradition, Pippa enjoys more freedom in her fashion choices, often embracing trends and styles that would be considered too daring for a royal. This difference in lifestyle and public expectation has likely influenced the way each sister approaches fashion, and by extension, their relationship. Catherine's foray into edgier fashion may have been an attempt to assert her individuality within the confines of her royal role, or it could have been a way of connecting with Pippa's world, a world that is less constrained by royal protocols. However, as the Observer pointed out, Catherine's strength lies in her ability to embody the elegance and poise expected of a future queen. While Pippa's style may inspire her to explore new fashion territories, Catherine's essence remains rooted in her royal identity, a fact that she seems to have embraced over time. The media's focus on Catherine's fashion choices in relation to Pippa highlights the broader narrative of sibling rivalry that has been perpetuated over the years. This rivalry, whether real or imagined, is often framed through the lens of public perception, where every outfit, gesture, or decision is scrutinized and compared. Yet, despite these external pressures, Catherine and Pippa have maintained a bond that has weathered the challenges of public life. It's important to recognize that sibling relationships, especially in the public eye, are rarely as straightforward as they may seem. The comparison between Catherine and Pippa's fashion choices is just one aspect of a much larger dynamic, one that includes their shared experiences, personal challenges, and the different paths their lives have taken. While Catherine's life is dominated by the responsibilities and scrutiny that come with being a member of the royal family, Pippa has carved out her own identity, balancing her role as a socialite with her personal and professional endeavors. In the summer of 2024, Catherine made a poignant return to the public eye following her cancer diagnosis and preventative chemotherapy treatment. This highly anticipated reappearance was marked by her joint outing with her sister, Pippa Middleton, at the prestigious Wimbledon tennis tournament. Their appearance provided a striking contrast between their distinct fashion choices, underscoring their individual styles and the roles they play in the public sphere. Princess Catherine arrived at Wimbledon in a captivating purple gown by Sophia, a choice that spoke volumes about her current phase in life. Purple, a color she has worn frequently in her royal duties, holds a significant place in her wardrobe. Fashion expert Bethan Holt observed that the choice of purple for this particular event might have had a deeper meaning. Wearing purple underlines how important that role is to her and why she chose this event to make her second public appearance of the year, Holt told People. Purple is often associated with bravery and resilience, making it a fitting tribute to Catherine's ongoing battle and recovery. The gown itself was a testament to her regal elegance, featuring a modern silhouette that still adhered to the sophisticated style expected of a future queen. The decision to wear purple was seen as a powerful symbol of courage, reflecting her strength and determination to resume her royal duties despite the challenges she has faced. In contrast, Pippa Middleton's outfit for the same event was a retro-inspired 70s-style floral dress by Beulah London. The dress, adorned with a ruffled bust and vibrant floral pattern, was a notable departure from Catherine's more classic and refined look. Pippa's choice echoed her penchant for boho chic fashion, showcasing a relaxed yet stylish aesthetic that frequently characterizes her public appearances. The floral dress highlighted Pippa's love for vintage and bohemian influences, reinforcing her distinct personal style that is often more casual and playful compared to her sister's sophisticated and polished appearance. The sartorial choices made by both sisters on this occasion emphasized their unique fashion identities. While Catherine's purple gown reflected a blend of personal significance and royal tradition, Pippa's floral dress exemplified her individuality and affinity for eclectic fashion. Their contrasting styles showcased how they each expressed themselves through clothing, Catherine with her elegant and meaningful choices, and Pippa with her free-spirited and retro-inspired outfits. The Wimbledon appearance highlighted how the Middletons, despite their close relationship, maintain their own distinct styles. Their outfits were not only a reflection of their personal tastes, but also of the different roles they played in the public eye. Catherine's choice to wear a color symbolizing courage and her commitment to her royal duties contrasted sharply with Pippa's more laid-back and fashion-forward approach. The event provided a visual representation of their differing yet complementary styles, reinforcing the individuality each sister brings to her public persona. What do you think about the rumors surrounding Catherine and her sister's relationship? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.